So I just arrived at the gym, got here, and you know that outdoor part that I always work out? There's barbecue grilling right now. It's 10:30. They must have just started cooking it, so that's gonna be pretty awesome. Squats right in to get some food. Hopefully it's free, so we'll see. Right behind me is the barbecue. It's all ready to go. It's 10:30 a.m. So I'm gonna go through this leg workout and then probably get some after, but I'm gonna have to smell that the entire time. But I wanna do this whole workout out here. I wanna get a good sweat. It's hot out today. You know, I haven't had days like this, so we'll get some cardio, some lunges in, squats, and just get a good workout. Let's get into the questions. First one, if we keep growing, would we get multiple warehouses or multiple gyms? So if we look at our growth and if we keep growing, which we plan to, the move would probably be another warehouse. And I don't know if we'd put a gym in that, but that logistically, that's what companies usually do. You know, you'll have one on the East Coast, on the West Coast, so you can hit, you know, everything in between with shipping and whatnot. So that's what we would probably do. Would we put a gym in there? I'm not sure. I think it would be cool. So, you know, 2 locations. That does sound pretty cool now that I think of it. But for now, we're focusing on the one. So Chase Tuning wants to know, how has my experience been from going right to college, right into being an entrepreneur? And I actually didn't do that. I actually worked a full-time job for about 3 months before coming down here, and I was doing both at the same time. So here was my schedule. Go to work 6 a.m., 5 p.m. It was a 45-minute drive, so that's why it was such a long day. Come home, film, edit, and then basically my second job, this job, BPN, was from 9 p.m. till at the very end, my last 2 weeks, it was sometimes till 3 in the morning, and then wake up again at 6 because I was packing so many orders, it was growing so fast. So it made me realize how bad I just want to work this job. If I could collab with any other YouTuber besides my brother or Goody Beats, who would it be? I would definitely say Steve Cook, because he just seems so genuine, really down to earth, and I feel like whenever you see him, he's got a smile on his face, and I feel like that's kind of how I am, so I think he'd just be really fun to be with. I know he's at the top, and you know, I'm nowhere near him, but you know, maybe in the future, that would be my dream. Do I enjoy Texas, and am I glad I moved? This was honestly such a good decision because I absolutely love it here. Now I just needed a change. Who's older, me or Nick? I'm 22, he's 26. I was gonna film another question here, but the owner walked in when I started. My favorite brand of leggings, and I need more of them. By far, Reebok, best price, and I still like the quality. Under Armour, I'm not a big fan. Are we gonna be expanding our product line and our flavors? The answer is yes. Once we're into the warehouse, all settled in, you know, the next move, add a flavor of flight, add a flavor of interflight, and then definitely look into more products, more apparel also. There it is, smoker right in front of the place. Decided to forgo the barbecue because I want to come home and eat. I'm going to show you guys one common meal I've been eating, reverse dieting, pretty much every day. Actually, I'm going to show you guys 2 meals because I'm going to have dessert too. Simple chicken flour tortilla wraps. I got my chicken right here. So what I like to do is mix my ingredients all together first instead of having them like separate. Like I know Chipotle usually just, you know, one side will be sour cream, the other side will be salsa. So got my chicken, 9 ounces a while, lettuce and cheese in there. And then half a serving of black beans and half a serving of corn. Get some fiber in there. Croutons. I've been going with croutons lately just to get that crunch. And then for the dressing is always what sets it apart. I'm using honey Dijon, a light, I think it's like 70 calories. So use a whole serving of that. Then I'll just go ahead and mix it up so then it's easy to put in these flour tortillas. Ended up with 4 flour tortillas, guys. Had to add an extra one in just because I had so much volume from the meat and everything. But keeping it clean, calories are low in this for the amount of volume, so good for cutting or bulking, and I'll put the macros below. What are my main bulking goals? So I would say there's only one, and that would be to stay relatively lean. And I'm gonna do that by gaining about a ½ pound per week. I don't wanna overdo it. I've done that in the past, and I still wanna look good. New favorite dessert, guys. Been eating it every day, sometimes twice a day, but this is what we got. The no sugar added Bluebell ice cream. This is my new favorite. It's 90 calories per serving. Then I'll use a serving of Golden Grams, easily my favorite ice cream, and some light syrup. Now what it tastes like, my absolute favorite taste of any food is when you get to the vanilla ice cream cone and the cone with the ice cream. Every single bite is like that. So we are headed to the lake to finish up this Q&A. How excited he gets when he sees this view. A lot of these picnic tables and pavilions are under the water. This place has been flooded for the last 2 months or so. So they don't charge us anything when we come here, and we have the whole place to ourselves. So usually it's $5, but since we have to park just up on that hill, they just let you in for free. Boat back there is pretty sweet. That's probably the nicest boat I've seen at this lake yet, and I haven't been here too much. I've been here 3 times and it's always empty because of all the flooding, but that thing's pretty awesome. I would love to have something like that in the future. But let's get back to the rest of these questions. Me and Nick going to have separate YouTube channels when he comes back? The answer is yes. I'm still gonna have mine. You know, personal branding I think is huge. You should still run that, and I'm not gonna upload as frequently. It's not gonna be every other day right now, but because I'll be a lot more busy for one thing. But I'll still probably put out videos at least once or twice a week, probably twice a week. That's what I'm gonna shoot for. Those are my goals. So that's what, I just don't want to completely forget about my channel and just have one channel. I think it's great to have two, so that's gonna be our plan. What is the most significant thing I learned from my cut? I learned that your body can always change. So I thought that I was gonna be able to cut on the same amount of calories as I did in my previous cut. Not the case at all. Your body's always gonna change. Adjust your macros to it, so there's always going to be a lot of adjusting involved in this process. Next time I'll probably be able to eat a lot more because I'm counting my macros when I'm bulking right now and doing it slowly, so my metabolism is going to expand. Who got me into lifting? I would definitely say my dad. Well, my whole family. My mom was an aerobic instructor and my dad was always into weightlifting, so just from an early age they got us into it and I loved it ever since. When are we going to be restocking? That's coming soon, guys. By the time this comes out, we probably won't be restocked yet, but this next week coming up, we're restocking. So get ready. You guys will know once we are. Favorite thing about Austin, there's just so much to do. I mean, it's going to take years to see it. We're never even going to be able to see everything. So that's why I think it's going to be cool to do maybe a bucket list series with Austin. It's just an awesome place. The big 3, are they essential? So your bench, deadlift, and squat, are they essential for a good body? I don't think so necessarily. They definitely help. I do all 3 of them, but you don't have to get them to, see improvements. As long as you're taking the muscle to failure with your exercises in your different muscle groups, you're gonna see progress, but definitely 3 great exercises. Who's stronger, me or my brother? I answered that before. We don't know yet, so we'll see when he comes back. It's gonna be some fun training when he's back because we're gonna have some, pretty good video edits and we're gonna just be able to push each other. So I'm excited about that. But that's all the questions I had for you guys. There was some I couldn't answer, so I'll try to get to those next time, but I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'm planning on going into Austin tomorrow. I wanna take a look at a few more warehouses. We have the one that we really want and picked out, but if that, for some reason doesn't happen, you always have to have a backup. So just want to look at a few more, maybe go in and get some food, see some stuff in there. If I do go there, I'll definitely film, so I'll see you guys again soon.